My name is Luca, and as my dad stood in our San Francisco cafe, his eyes cold with Ohio's judgment, I knew love had to fight harder than ever. It was July 2025, and the Castro's rainbow flags danced in the breeze outside, their vibrant pinks and blues a defiant contrast to the storm brewing inside me. I was 24, a barista with sketches pinned to the walls, dreams of a cafe where queer stories could bloom. Caleb, 25, stood beside me, his dark curls falling over his forehead, his hand brushing mine, a quiet anchor in the chaos. Pride had ignited our love, family had tried to smother it, but today we'd faced the fight of our lives to keep it alive. The coffee shop buzzed with its usual morning rhythm, espresso machines hissing, pastries warm from the oven, the air rich with roasted beans and hope. My sketches lined the walls, rough outlines of a future I wanted with Caleb, a neon-lit cafe, a haven for us and others like us. But Dad's arrival shattered that warmth. He stepped through the door, his gray suit stiff against the rainbow stickers on the counter, his face etched with the same disapproval I'd seen at 17 when I came out, and he shut me out. "Luca," he said, his voice low, cutting through the chatter, "this isn't you. Come home, leave this behind." My heart sank, a familiar ache, but Caleb's fingers tightened around mine, his warmth a reminder of why I'd chosen San Francisco. The cafe's warmth faded under Dad's heavy silence, the clink of coffee cups a faint echo against the tension. He sat at a corner table, hands clasped tightly, his eyes avoiding Caleb as if he could pretend he wasn't there. "You're confused," Dad said, his voice thick with Ohio's small-town weight, each word a brick in the wall he'd built between us. "This city, this lifestyle, it's not real, Luca. It's a phase." Anger surged, hot and sharp, burning through years of hurt. "Real?" I snapped, leaning forward, my hands gripping the counter. "This is more real than your silence, Dad. You left me when I needed you most." Memories flooded back, vivid and raw, Ohio summers, Caleb and I racing bikes down dusty roads, hiding in the tall grass by the lake, whispering dreams we didn't dare speak aloud. He'd been my refuge when my parents turned cold, his laugh a light in the dark when I came out and lost my family. But now Caleb's parents were mirroring mine, demanding he return to Ohio to fix what they couldn't accept. "Your mom called me," Dad said to Caleb, his tone sharp like he'd found an ally. "She agrees, you don't belong here." Caleb's face paled, his fingers twitching, but he met Dad's gaze. "I belong with Luca," he said, his voice low but unyielding. "I love him. That's my truth, and I'm not hiding it anymore." Outside, the Castro pulsed with life, techno beats from a nearby bar, drag queens laughing, rainbow flags waving under golden sunlight. But inside, it was just us, three shadows of Ohio's past, grappling with a future we couldn't all share. I thought of the nights Caleb and I had spent stargazing, promising to escape, to find a place where we could be free. San Francisco was that place, but Dad's presence threatened to drag us back. "You're breaking your mother's heart," he said, his voice softer now, almost pleading. But I saw Caleb's hand in mine, felt the city's heartbeat, and knew we weren't the ones breaking anything. Dad's words hung in the air, heavy but fraying, his eyes darting between Caleb and me, searching for a crack in our resolve. I saw it, disbelief, maybe fear, but something softer too, like he was seeing me, really seeing me, for the first time since I was a kid. "You're throwing your life away," he said, his voice quieter, almost broken. I shook my head, my heart steady now. "I'm building one, Dad. Here, with Caleb, in a city that doesn't make me hide." The cafe's neon sign buzzed, casting pink and blue light across the floor, a glowing reminder of the freedom San Francisco gave us. Caleb pulled out his phone, his hands steady despite the storm in his eyes. "My sister texted," he said, showing me the screen. "Mom's sorry. She's scared, but she loves you." My breath caught, a crack in the wall we'd fought against. I thought of Caleb's mom, her Sunday casseroles, her tight hugs, her fear of a world she didn't understand. She wasn't there yet, but she was trying, and that was more than I'd gotten from Dad. "We're staying," I said, my voice firm, my hand tight in Caleb's. "We're building something, a cafe, a life, a home." I pointed to my sketches on the walls, rough outlines of Pride Brew, a space where queer stories could thrive, where Caleb's coding could streamline our dreams, where my coffee would tell our story. Dad's shoulders slumped, his fight fading, his eyes lingering on a sketch of two hands entwined. "I don't understand," he said, his voice barely audible, "but I don't want to lose you again." It wasn't full acceptance, not yet, but it was a door opening, a chance we hadn't had before. The Castro's energy seeped through the windows, music, laughter, love, and I felt it. This wasn't just a talk. This was us rewriting our story, one painful, hopeful truth at a time. The cafe felt alive again, the tension easing like a tide pulling back. Dad stood, his movements slow, his eyes softer as he glanced at my sketches. "I'll call," he said, his voice rough, and walked out into the Castro's glow, his silhouette fading among rainbow flags. Caleb and I stood behind the counter, cleaning cups in quiet rhythm, our hands brushing, our laughter bubbling up like it hadn't in days. "We did it," he said, his dark curls catching the light, his smile brighter than the neon murals outside. I nodded, my heart lighter, but a small ache lingered. His family's full acceptance was still out of reach, and mine was only beginning to bend. We stepped outside, the Castro bursting with evening life, drag queens strutting in sequined gowns, couples kissing under string lights, the air thick with salt and freedom. We walked to our favorite mural, two hands entwined, painted in vibrant pinks and blues, a symbol of everything we'd fought for. "This is us," I said, my fingers tracing the neon lines, my voice thick with emotion. Caleb pulled me close, his kiss slow and certain, tasting of coffee and promise. "We're home," he whispered, his breath warm against my lips, and I believed him. San Francisco had given us a spark at pride, had held us through the storm, and now it was ours to build on. A life, a love, a future carved in rainbow light. A street performer played a soft guitar nearby, the melody weaving through the crowd, and we swayed together, the city wrapping us in its embrace. I thought of Ohio, the lake, the stars, the boy who'd been my anchor. He was still here, but now he was more, and so was I. This wasn't just a moment. This was our forever, or as close as we could get in a world still learning to love us. The Castro sparkled under a starry July sky, its rainbow heart beating stronger than ever, a testament to the love we'd fought for. Caleb and I sat on the cafe's patio, the air cool, the city alive with its endless pulse, street performers strumming, laughter spilling from bars, the scent of espresso and summer lingering like a promise. We sketched plans for Pride Brew, our dream cafe, on napkins, my art on the walls, Caleb's apps streamlining orders, a space where every queer story could find a home. "We'll make it," Caleb said, his dark curls glowing under the string lights, his smile a spark that lit my world. I nodded, my heart full, but a quiet question lingered, soft as the breeze. Could any love truly conquer all when the world still held its shadows? My dad's call was a step, his door cracked open, but full acceptance was a road we'd walk slowly. Caleb's mom had softened, her love breaking through fear, but Ohio's pull lingered in her hesitant texts. We stood under our mural, hands linked, the neon hands above us glowing pink and blue, a mirror of our own. "We're enough," Caleb said, his voice a vow, his eyes burning with everything we'd built. I kissed him, the city cheering us on, and felt San Francisco's truth. We'd fought, we'd won, and we'd stay. My name is Luca, and this is our story, a gay love that rose from pride's chaos, survived family storms, and found its home in the Castro's glow. But what makes a love last forever? If this story stirred your soul, hit like, share with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more queer stories. Comment, what's your dream love story? Help us hit 1,000 subscribers. Your support keeps these stories alive. Chase your pride and tell us what's next for Luca and Caleb.